3 days ago, MaxOr's made a Helldivers 2 video, and as someone who has been extremely Helldivers pilled recently, I feel like it is time for me to just look into it. Finally.
This video contains many certifiable thought crimes. Helldivers 2 is an amazing co-op shooter that plays exactly like No Man's Sky, except instead
Okay, I only played like a tiny bit of No Man's Sky, so I can't really make a comparison, I guess.
of exploring the cosmos, you die horribly in the Somme. Every copy of Helldivers 2 is
oh, I get it, because they're both in outer space.
it is personalized. Joel wanted me to fight 10,000 fire ants. In a universe where humanity is beset on all sides by curious wildlife and the actual Terminators, Super Earth.
Oh yeah, the bugs are definitely Terminators, 100%.
Managed democracy.
The bugs are
finest men, women, and children over 7
from
to liberate
Warhammer.
and spread freedom to the most horrifying hellscapes known to man, where war crimes are not only justified, but are necessary. We play where war crimes are not only justified.
Who said this? Hello? Who quote? Did you steal this from? If anybody has any problem with Netherlands, it ain't me. Just saying.
But are necessary. We play as the Helldivers.
Yeah,
humanity's finest in emancipation and friendly fire incidents. But there's
happens every time. The arc thrower accidentally hitting your teammates, whether it's from the front all the way out there, 100 meters out, happens every time.
No need to worry about that last one because we are incredibly expendable.
Oh yeah, we are.
All across the galaxy,
we are very expendable.
March ever closer. But through the power of teamwork, friendship, and 500 kilogram bombs, we will fight for freedom, for democracy, and most importantly, because it's really funny. Dudes be like, Helldivers 2 is military propaganda. My brother in Christ. It worked. Triple the—
Oh yeah, it definitely worked, alright. Like, look. I'll be honest with you. Helldivers, the intro cutscene, did absolutely over-the-top satire propaganda. It wouldn't have been so memorable if it wasn't because of how absolutely satirical and propaganda it is.
Defense budget.
Holy sh! Who sang this song? This is a really good intro song. Oh, hell yeah.
The first thing you'll notice upon entering the SES Judge of Judgment is the incredibly stupid name. And
yep, you can generate some absolutely... Also, well, we just found out what MaxOr's Steam name is. Very, very interesting name, MaxOr. But yes, you can absolutely make some really stupid name on your ship, which is like one of the cool things of this game.
yes, you are able to name it other things using the Wizard 101
Jonathan
naming
Young
scheme.
Sanders song?
Things like the Pride of Pride, Star of the Stars, Patriot of Patriotism, and my personal favorite, the Founding Father of Family Values, because this game has a lot of violence in movies. Oh, here you see me depicted as the Soy Wojak. The second thing you'll notice upon entering the bridge is the ongoing galactic war, and that we are currently fucking losing the galactic war, which is why we need to suit up with exactly 3.
Is this video all the way back when the Malevolon Creek was first like trying to be liberated? I think it is. Like, I haven't seen Igmar or Poppy X like being up for liberation in a very, very long time. Like, I haven't played this game like since mostly launch, so yeah, I don't remember like seeing these two planets in like a long time. Liberate Vel, dude, this is an old major order. Holy. So yeah, this video was in the making for a very long time.
Fucking losing the galactic war, which is why we need to suit up with exactly 3 of our friends and choose which planet is in vital need of the democratic process. If you don't have any friends, then I hope you can speak good Mandarin. I think I did something to make him mad.
Oh my god, dude, Chinese people who like refuses to speak English in any video games, man. It always makes some very, very interesting time.
But to win the Galactic War, we must first understand the Galactic War. We can ill afford another Malevelon Creek, which is why I'm going to go...
Hey, we already liberated Malevelon Creek, by the way. We drove out the automaton out of this sector of the galaxy already, but now they're already coming back. And as of the time of me watching this video, as of around the time this video was released, the automaton is now like moved up to like take up this area instead. So yeah, Malevelon Creek is already liberated. We're not going to talk about Malevelon Creek in probably a long time. Yeah, honestly.
Over each of the two fronts that are currently reducing us to smears across the galaxy. And I'm going to do it at difficulty 7 or above, which is coincidentally the perfect enlistment age. On the left-hand side of the political spectrum, we have the Automaton Front, an enemy focusing on range tactics, heavy armor in slight excess, and an extremely high amount of explosive ordnance. Oh, I'm out of here, guys, later. If that sounds a little bit intimidating, then don't worry.
You can tell he has actually been playing the game a lot as well, because like, well, obviously like he could be recording the game from like at any point in time, like the past like 2 months of the game being, right? But let's say like level 43, within 2 months, he's been decently playing. But I'm gonna assume that he only spent like say 1 month to record the game. So within 1 month, he already managed to reach level 43, which means he played quite a lot.
I haven't even gotten to the Horde of Angry Chainsaws yet. Chainsaw Man reference goes in the video here. But talking about the Automaton Front is never complete without talking about the fucking Creek. Or as it is known by our honored veterans.
No one would shut up on the Creek.
This
the first time we lost
it. Been single-handedly responsible for most of our casualties.
Yep.
Is this SpongeBob? And that is genuinely impressive, considering that 10 million men have already died in the Battle of the Madagascar Lemur. Those are considered rookie numbers, and we're already outpacing the Taiping Rebellion. In fact, every single military operation we conduct is in...
Like, even until this day, right? Even until this day, I think like most casual players, or like, people just starting out, would prefer fighting the bugs over fighting the bots. Right? Because bugs, they don't shoot back. They're all of them are melee based, with like a couple of exceptions like Bow Titan, Bow Spewers, and yada yada yada. But because the bots, they're all range. And this game, I think, like, I don't think most people will understand it. But if you play the game long enough, you at least have heard of the thing about like, you know, player characters having the chance of getting headshotted by enemies. So when you're fighting range enemies and one stupid stray bullet happens to hit you in the head and just chunk you down for more than half health, you're just gonna get insta-killed when you're having hails of bullets coming at you, right? Understandably, even until this day, I think like people would prefer to fight the bugs.
In some way related to Malevelon Creek. And personally, I don't really see what all the hype is about. After all, it's just one planet. How important could one planet possibly be?
How important could it be? Dude, I kind of miss Tebet and Creek.
We will go interdimensional. We will unlock the secrets of the universe. God has laid them out like Christmas presents for his children.
One thing we need to actually like talk about as well is that since the launch of the game, there were so many game-breaking bugs in the game. And one of the bugs that was fixed in a couple of weeks ago was the bug where players can end up like taking a damage from one explosive projectile from an enemy, aka rockets, and take that instance of damage multiple times. So we just get insta-killed no matter what. Yeah, that's why the damage can feel, one, very inconsistent when the game launched against the robots, because sometimes you get hit by a rocket and you still live. Sometimes you get hit by a rocket and you just insta-die. Headshot is definitely part of the problem as well, so it makes it worse. But now that that problem has been fixed, what happens is that you can actually equip a explosive resistance medium armor now, and actually get hit by a rocket and you still live. Like, you can actually live rocket hits now, which is kind of cool. And let's get hit by the head, because helmets don't do anything in this game. So if you get hit in the head, you're most likely still gonna insta-die.
Bootcamp's got fucking weird recently. Malevelon Creek, and by extension, The rest of the front is essentially an exercise in how much PTSD one man can possibly get. Their firepower is so overwhelming, so absolutely constant, that describing it as an endless retreat where you accidentally accomplish all of your objectives would be very generous, as it implies that I do the objectives.
Fucking shit!
This can occasionally push you into what we call unfortunate tactical positions, at which point your main options for survival are going to be watching your slower friends get burned to death in the Mekong.
Okay, here's my tip. Recently, I've been fighting the bots a lot. Here are two tips that I will say this right now that will help you fight the bots significantly. From my 150 hours of playtime experience in fighting the bots a lot. 1, bring a medium armor at least. It doesn't have to be heavy. A medium armor at least that has explosive resistance perk. Second step, play the game like you're playing Gears of War, which means hide behind cover. Rocks, walls, anything. Sight lines, just treat it like you're playing Gears of War and just sightline every single thing. That is how you have to play against the bots, right? You cannot go out in the open. You can at most just sight peek them, like do a corner peek as if you're playing Siege, and you'll be mostly fine. No promises, just mostly fine. Okay? I'm just gonna keep it at that. And you'll find yourself living a lot more. You have to be very patient with finding the bots.
I will never unhear that scream. So yes, this planet may be what economists call a bad use of our human capital. But after dealing with several days of what I can only describe as angry forklift decommissioning. Oh shit, this motherfucker's not OSHA certified. You really need a stepladder for that, sir. Okay, call me crazy, but I think there's a turret around this corner, guys. I fucking hate the creek. I can safely say that the attachment—
I'll be honest with you, the creek is actually one of the better bot planets to fight on, because it's a jungle. Jungles means a lot of trees, a lot of shrubberies, lots of sightlines, lots of way to actually like engage and disengage from a fight. I would say the planets overrun by bots right now are absolutely terrible to fight on. Like some of the ones we have currently are like full of mountainous range. It's an extremely hot planet, so we have fire tornadoes, which makes it really, really bad. Not a lot of places to run to. You run into patrols all the time. Yeah, like some of the current bot planets right now are just absolutely unfun to play on, in honesty. Creek is still one of the better ones.
Personal. And honestly, I just want to see how many bodies one planet can hold. We lost Vietnam, we lost Afghanistan, and yes, we definitely lost America. So goddammit, I am not going to lose this shit to ones and zeros. God gave this galaxy to a non-binary species, and service guarantees gender affirmation. Fun facts about the bot front. Number 10, man urinates on fellow passenger for not being allowed to smoke.
What?
Number 9, if you happen to make the mistake of fighting here, you're quickly going to realize that most of our forces are Chinese, each one taking glorious revenge against the steel plants they work in. Very auspicious behavior. And conversely, we Guilo have been sent by our barbarian prince to fight the hordes of angry roaches. For it is the God-given right of the defense lobby to remind the bugs that it is man who is made in God's image. Really can't wait to die on fucking, legally distinct Klendathu. The Terminid front—
I knew this was gonna be a
the
freaking
Terminid population
Sergeant Trooper reference in here.
Wide assortment of increasingly horrifying demons, each one abandoned by their creators in completely different ways. My guy's got a bad case of the rigor mortis. We've got small bugs.
That is like the one bug I wish they never fix. Whenever the bots die having rigor mortis, it was so funny. Never fix it. It's fine. Keep that one is the one bug I hope they never fix.
Big bugs, immortal bugs, bugs that function as artillery, and of course, the bugs that stalk you at night.
These are the worst. These guys in particular. Respectfully.
Thankfully for us though, Napalm is an equal opportunity employer. And a lot of positions are open right now.
Especially now, Flamethrower has been buffed so much, especially with the new 4th slot ship module upgrade. Holy. Nowadays, whenever I fight on the bug planet, I'm just running Flamethrower.
That is to say, once you start fighting the bugs, you do not stop for about 40 minutes or so. Because they just spawned a battalion from the ground like the goddamn Viet Cong for the 3rd time in a row. And I do not have enough raid for this shit. Good fucking throw, dude. I just want to walk to the McDonald's, guys. I'm just a level 1 goblin. It's literally my birthday. I'm a little birthday boy. And do you want to know the worst part about this war? We, don't really know how they move between planets. And
No, we don't.
don't think they have what you would call
Okay.
Rather,
I'm not gonna explain much about supply lines in this video because, you know, this is supposed to be just us reacting to MaxOr's funny video. But yes, there is a hidden mechanic in this game called supply lines, basically routes between planets that allows supposedly us to move from between planets and from the bots to also move from between planets as well. For some reason, bugs sometimes don't seem to adhere to the supply lines, and they just jump from planets to planets randomly. So, yeah.
the Terminid simply appear in places they wish to eviscerate. Kind of like a Whole Foods. So, you can imagine my shock when I learned that those white bitches were trying to gentrify.
I need to watch
the
Free
mood.
Rent, don't spoil
They
my
are
Free Rent, man!
ruining the amazing local culture of, California. I hope it's becoming obvious that fighting these things under normal circumstances is what we call, same-day shipping to God. What
What just happened there?
is what we call, same-day shipping to God.
Did he just did a recoilless rifle dive on the on the charger? Okay, gotta admit, that's actually kind of sick. You know what? He gave his life for a sick moment. I can respect that.
What the fuck? Fortunately for us, though, we have access to a wide variety of unique and hilarious tools, which are only accessible via inputting a series of hand sights, informally known as airstrike jutsu. Whether it's big airstrikes,
Jutsu.
bigger airstrikes, biggest airstrike
Hello,
the
Fruity,
engine
how you
can
doing?
sustain, or airstrikes that specialize in killing everything except the enemy. There are so many bad guys with so much damage to be done that the most challenging part is keeping your team out of the blast radius.
I've got 500 kilograms ready.
Oh no, dude! Everyone has been there. Everyone has been there. I'm gonna throw a 500 kilogram Eagle airstrike. Insert whatever one you like. Gets shot by a bot from 100 meters away. Drop the stratagem, and then we'll see what happens.
What have you fucking done? And yeah.
Did anybody die?
What have you fucking done?
At least nobody died. It's fine. Nobody died. Oh, can I tell you guys a story that happened in like a public lobby the other day? This was the stupidest thing I've done. I was queuing up for an orbital Gatling strike. And then I typed in literally everything, all the code, and it was literally in my hand. It was primed, it was ready to be thrown. I stupidly thought that if I did a dive, right, you press the alt and then your character dive forward, I thought that would stay on my hand. It didn't. So as soon as I dive, the orbital Gatling stratagem fell out of my character hand, and it landed right on my feet. And I killed my entire team.
You do have to throw them, which means you can drop them, throw the wrong asset, and even attach them to enemies that are running into you. My personal favorite combination is definitely the napalm and chlorine gas, for when you really, really want your enemies to feel pain. Inside and out. We also offer a gluten-free variety. Now, of course, airstrikes aren't the only thing we can deliver. Just most of them.
Remember, guys, are
here
you
at the
from
Defense
Pelican one? Yes, I remember it. Screw you.
We take care to provide, why can't I say words? A wide array of support tools. And by support tools, I mean the machine gun, which are crucial and necessary for fighting, literally anything. We've got flamethrowers, jetpacks, automatic lasers that demand human sacrifice. Average American
The
police
dog
taser
is a
with
rover. It's always a rover to kill
automatic targeting
someone.
and
It is
a
always a
vendetta
rover to
against
kill
teammates.
someone.
For when you really hate everything in a general direction. Railguns that encourage you to fire volleys like Napoleonic line infantry. It also has two fire modes called safe mode and
Bring back the railgun, arrowhead. Just revert the unsafe mode nerf, and we'll be good.
unsafe mode. And of course, the giant death robots that randomly explode sometimes.
Okay, you wanna know why they randomly explode? Because there's a bug when the mechs first came out. Where if you fired a rocket while you turn, the rocket explodes inside the pod. That's the thing. That's the problem. That's the bug, which they fixed it at one point, and I think it now comes back again. So mechs, no one is using them anymore.
That is the last time I buy a fucking Tesla. My personal favorite strategy involves everyone giving their mechs to the
or it gets
designated
stuck by a Tesla
disabled
coil.
man who will proceed to stay inside of 6 different wheelchairs for 40 minutes. And as a caveat, we force him to crawl on the ground between mechs.
Yours kills
for
others more
immersion
often than
reasons.
yourself. Sounds about
But
right.
honestly, all of these fantastic tools absolutely pale in comparison to the fast and convenient resupply of GamerSup's energy drinks, here to give you a fantastic boost to your gaming abilities, which, if you want to win this battle, I will now expect of you. We in the Chinese are not going to be taking back Osto 2 on 8 hours of sleep, but they did also release a sleep aid. In case somebody gives you too much energy, how am I getting away with this shit?
Because rocket
GamerSup's
fire angle
comes
is
in
it, but the
many
mech
different
itself has a turn
flavors, such
speed.
as
Yes,
Guacamole,
exactly.
GamerFart 9000,
They used to fix
Grandpa's
that.
Ashes,
It's supposed to be
and,
fixed.
Good.
And then it comes back again.
It's just good. All at the low price of 40 cents per stratagem, which is literally cheaper than the dirt I am dying over. I went to Amazon and checked. So if you are still watching this video somehow, and God bless you if you are, you can have GamerSupps delivered with 10% off by opening the description and clicking the special stratagem code. What else do we have? We have sentry guns, in case you really don't want to play the game, as well as a strange amount of primaries that are child safe. Can't wait for the devs to nerf this one and say some shit like, "Sorry, Helldivers, Command sent us rigatoni instead of railgun shells."
Which one are you talking about? Talk about the Arc Blitzer? Oh, the sickle. Yeah. Oh, the sickle. I hope it doesn't get nerfed. Dude, the community would go up in arms.
Now, in
I
this
say that now, I
battle
jinxed it.
environment with this many fireworks, casualties are not just expected. They are required. You don't really get to 12 million by being an easy game, which is why, upon the occurrence of my teammates' tragic passing, I will gain the ability to replace my friends with a legally distinct Helldiver, ready to fight and die for the worst planets you have ever seen. Like my brother in Christ, you are fighting over the Arizona Iced Tea world. Missions in this game are usually comprised of exploring new and fantastic worlds, and then building a Walmart supercenter on them. Local residents be damned. To that end, we have a great diversity of missions, like geological surveys, rescuing civilians who move
Will
their heads
always
like
die.
confused avians. He's like a chicken.
They always die. These
Spraying
civilians always die.
industrial
For real.
amounts of carcinogenic gas and launching the fucking nuclear missile. We did it, Patrick. We saved Istanu, along
Yay, we
with a
saved
myriad
it
of side
by
objectives,
launching ICBM,
which usually boil down
making
to
the entire atmosphere
killing
more
everything that
radioactive.
moves. And occasionally, loading a gun that will do it for you. We don't really talk about the Eradicate missions because they tend to play themselves, all in service to liberate a planet by an astounding 0.0003%. This isn't a fucking charity, alright? Reach 100% liberation, and lose all of it the very next day. I am currently reporting to you from the 5th Siege of Hellfire. Planets in Helldivers also have a unique blend of beautiful environments, like the Heaven planet, where it is impossible to escape God's light, the Constant Meteor Storm planet, where it is illegal to stand still, the Fire Tornado planet, the
Fire Tornado planet,
weird
that
fucking
is so
animal planet.
troll.
I'm going to call you
I am not
Dingus
gonna tell you how many
Shingles
times
Rigger,
I absolutely
and
got
the planet
killed
that,
by the fire
before it was
tornado.
removed from the game, randomized your airstrikes, which made the process of calling a resupply much more interesting. Please put this back in the game. Look, Helldivers is a game that gives you a lot of tools, and a lot of places to use them. So honestly, the task of describing it all to you is, not my fucking job. The developers are literally adding things faster than I can show them to you. I, began making this video before mechs existed. So inevitably, when the day comes that Arrowhead adds the secret third faction that we don't legally know anything about, I guess I'll be making a video about it. As long as this one gets views. Overall, Helldivers 2 is an absolute chaotic mess, where every mission
How did
begins
these
and
people
ends
as
with the
scientists?
assumption
I wonder
that
myself.
we are not going to make it, and yet somehow, some way, I still find a way to disappoint my friends. Some may consider it
Always.
difficult, while others may consider it fucking bullshit. But
Oh, it's
personally,
bullshit
surviving
times.
against all odds
Absolutely.
in the
This-
face of complete, absolute absurdity
It's so
is a big
infuriating.
reason that I still love this game,
Rage-inducingly bullshit
no matter how many
sometimes.
game-breaking bugs they introduce.
And
Sorry,
yep.
Helldivers. This gun's accuracy rating is so high that it causes integer overflow. And with the Galactic War still ongoing, our story of spreading managed democracy has only just begun.
Oh, man.
We have the ships. We have the weapons. We need soldiers. Soldiers like the angry Chinese guy. Service guarantees affordable healthcare. They'll keep fighting, and they'll win. As long as the bug front plays the game today. On a more personal note, the Ministry of Truth extends its gratitude to all of its very kind patrons, enabling and financing our propaganda on a truly galactic scale. Your money is being put to excellent use, making only the funniest and most original content. Anyways,
For real.
time to report to my execution now.
A good video as always, MaxOr. Thank you for the video. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. Yeah. Helldivers is a great game. Absolutely.